What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Cat Talk, and I'm Cat. Today is a little bit different. We're going to talk about work. I've been having a lot of conversations with a lot of women, and for some reason, all of us are coming into the same problem. We're so trustworthy, we're so open and honest and loyal to the point where we forget that the devil controls the world that we're in. Let me elaborate. When I got in my marriage in 2019, I began to date. And it was okay because I'm like, I know what I want, I know what I don't want, I know what I will accept, and I know what I won't accept. So to me, it was pretty simple. The conversations that the guys we were having was, so what happened in your last relationship? What did he do? What made you leave? What made you stay? And the basic questions that you ask people when you're trying to get to know someone. Well, what I didn't know was the devil was in control of those questions and the information that I was given. So I ended up getting into a relationship with a guy, and at the beginning he was saying all the right things. When I say all the right things and doing all the right things, he was the total opposite of what I knew that I wasn't going to settle for versus what I was going to settle for. So everything that my ex wasn't, he was temporarily. So I told him that I didn't like that I would get the silent treatment. So in the beginning of our relationship, when we got into, arguments or quarrels or whatever, he always communicated. He never went without communicating. He knew that, I complained about how my ex wasn't, good at planning things. I always had to plan things. So guess what he would do? He would always plan things for us. This went on for about 4-5 months. And as we all know, your girl fell in love. And as soon as he realized that I fell in love, he did the old switcheroo. And honestly, he didn't do a switcheroo. He kind of just became who he always was. When we argued, now he stopped talking to me. There was no communication. When I come into town, he would be like, hey, plan something for us to do. I would plan it and not enjoy myself because it was something that I had to plan. When I told him that I didn't like that all of our attention or all of our whole relationship was kind of shaped around wrestling. So I was stuck again. I was stuck in this relationship with a man that I knew that I didn't want to be in the relationship with, but now I was stuck again. And I didn't know why I ended up falling for the same person that I knew I did not want to be with. finally had the balls to leave 9 months later. And I'm just like, okay, now I know what I should and I should say, right? No. So the next person that I end up getting into a relationship, about a year later, I didn't do as much talking this time. I allowed him to talk. I allowed myself to get to know him. But what I didn't get at the beginning of it was he was reflecting me. So I was patient with him. He was patient with me. I was understanding, so he was understanding. I was God, God, God. He was God, God, God. And he did all these things just by gathering the small information that I presented to the world, which is, if you don't believe in God, do not talk to me. So his whole personality was based around him believing in God. Got into that relationship. I started off with, we're not going to do anything until we get married. I'm going to take care of you. We're going to walk closer to God together. We're going to basically grow in God and in our relationship together. I was ecstatic. If you go to a couple of videos, probably like a year and a half ago, y'all would see, like, I was in love with this man that was for God. Well, that was a lie. He was the devil. Behind closed doors, I was being physical, mental, and emotionally abused. And how could I come out to the world and say that this is what's going on when in the world this man is portrayed to be a man of God, to the point where even my parent was blind. Well, I ended up getting into a situation and God presented a solution, and the solution that he presented to me wasn't the same solution that he had, which then opened my eyes to, he was only there to shadow my light. Why was he there to shadow your light? He didn't like that I outshined him when we went into the places of glory. If God had anything to do with that particular situation or anything, I always outshined him. And he was getting recognized because of the light that I brought to the relationship. Oh! That was a problem. That was a problem. So here I am today, and I am trying, I was asking God, why was I going through that? And now I'm here advocating for women because, like I just told you at the beginning of the video, I'm talking to a lot of women about their work and about not settling, because everything that you're wanting your husband is going to present to you, but you just have to have faith. You just have to have patience, and you have to have strength in God and faith in God to know that he's not going to leave you where you will have to settle for anything less than what he say you're worth. What does he say you're worth? The whole world. That's what you're worth. You don't have a dollar sign to you. This man will move mountains for you. So why wouldn't he present a man to do the same. So I'm only here to tell you women, do not settle for what the devil has. Because with God, you will have everything and more. All right, people? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button, ding, so you can know when your girl be posting. Peace.